Alright, hey guys.
Hi.
This is the first video on our channel. The channel is called General Purpose. It's sort of a play on the name, where the name Jeep came from. It's going to be mostly videos about my Jeep, but we're going to do some other things. Like today we're going to be working on the trailer I have. We'll get to that later. But this is Brian Jr.
Hi.
This is JD, and I'm Brian Sr. And this here is my Jeep. It's a 1981 Jeep CJ7. It's originally from Kansas City. It's got minimal rust. It's had a whole bunch of work.
Yeah.
It's not really that original. It's not matching numbers or anything like that. But it's as close to stock as probably I can get it. I'm always trying to put it back to close to stock and just have it running good. I'm going to open up the hood. So as you can see, it is the straight six. I do have a Motorcraft 2100, I believe, carburetor, and it runs really well. A couple extra full fuel filters, no real oil leaks to speak of. It's pretty clean. The wiring's okay. Been replacing it as needed. And one cool thing is what everybody should have in a car that's being stored in a garage is the battery cutoff switch, or battery disconnect rather. And it's just a Harbor Freight piece, but it cuts off battery power to the vehicle so we don't get any house fires or whatnot. But sadly, we will not be working on this today. Sadly, we have something else we need to work on, so let's go take a look at that. Alright guys, this is what we have to work on today.
Yep.
This is my utility trailer, 5x8. I've had it for about 15 years. You know, it was used when I bought it, and it may look like it's in tough shape, but it does the job. It's got this side, I believe it has a new wheel hub and bearing. It's pressure treated wood that's about 15 years old, and it's been holding up, but the real problem is all this.
And this.
All this wiring is completely deteriorated.
We also have
Well, we're not gonna. Yeah, we're gonna take this toolbox off.
Yeah.
You can see.
Yeah.
There's a hole in the
There's
bottom.
a gaping hole.
But
We're
this
scared.
none of the lights work because all this wiring is just UV, broken down from the UV.
We're scared we're gonna get pulled over.
Yeah, I've got this light in the back is broken. I have no license plate at all, and on the other side, I believe the light's broken as well. You can see a piece right down there.
Wow.
So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this into the driveway. We're going to pull out all the wiring. Going to remove those lights. And we're going to put a new license plate on it because, to tell you the truth, my father-in-law needs to borrow this trailer. And I don't want him getting pulled over because there's no working lights or license plate, because I'll never hear the end of it. Alright, let's get going. Okay, now we've made some room in the driveway. We're gonna pull this trailer in there and get started. So
Yes.
it shouldn't be too bad to do. It's got a wheel on front and I'll have my trusty assistant push.
Yep.
And and we'll push it into the driveway and we'll get going. All right. So
Okay.
let's get started. Okay. So got the trailer here in the driveway. I guess we'll just get started tearing this thing apart and got to figure out how we get these wires out from the chassis, or like through this the tongue here. And oh, let me show you guys what I bought to replace this. Hold on. Wait. So here's what I bought. Got this from Home Depot. Let's see if you can see this here. Kind of new with this camera whole situation.
Yeah.
It's a trailer light kit. It was like $25, and
Good deal.
comes with all the wire, some screws, and some hardware, and it's basically the same exact lights that were on here to begin with. This trailer was originally, like, I think from Lowe's, and I'm sure they used all the same parts and stuff, so hopefully this is pretty simple to hook up. I think it will be. And you guys can help me do it by watching and commenting in the video if I have a problem.
Good.
Otherwise, my trusty helper crew,
Yay.
we're going to get started. So, have a bit of an update here. As you can see, it's hard to see, but these bolts
Are rusted
are
out.
just completely rusted. And I think I'm just going to have to cut them off. And also, these wires, they're fished through the frame, and I have a feeling that's going to be one pain in the butt. So, let me get the Sawzall, and I'll just destroy this thing. And we'll go from there. Well, that was quick. Sawzall did a quick job of that. So as you can see, there's like a grommet here, and it runs through the frame rail there, and then even up front, you can see up here where I cut off this side marker with the Sawzall. Underneath, it just goes through frame, and see how the wires are fished down that front part of the chassis there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start cutting these wires and start taking this apart, and hopefully it's pretty easy to fish these wires through. I have a feeling it won't be, and I'll be having a plan B, but let's try it. Alright guys, here's another little update. So this trailer is a lot rustier than I really thought. But if you look underneath, all this rust makes it really hard to fish the wires through these little tubes, and they have a tube up here. This tube here, it goes all the way down to the end, and the wire comes out, but
Right here.
the wire comes out here, but it is just frozen in there. There's just no way, and I was yanking on it, and it's not coming out. So
You're gonna have to like cut the tube open or something.
So what I'm gonna do, I think, instead is I'm gonna just run this wire. I'm just gonna wire tie it around everything, either on the bottom, I haven't really decided, or maybe I will come out with it and do it on the outside. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea either, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna think about it, and we'll check back in a minute. I'm gonna spend some time off camera here figuring this out. So I'll be back. Alright guys, so I got the lights on. Let's see. I crimped them. And I'm gonna electrical tape that once I test everything. And back here, I basically used the supplied taps, the wire taps, and just tapped into the brown wire that goes back to the driver's side tail light. Up here, I just have to ground this wire, and you can see the connector. I wire tied it, ran it through the tongue here all the way down, and came out. And actually, all I did was wire tie it underneath. I'll see if I can get a quick shot for you. I just wire tied it all the way down, not too tight so it doesn't rub, and then crimped it again. And yeah, I'll be wire tying that and electrical taping that once I test everything. So now what I want to do is hook it up to the truck and we'll see if this works. Alright, so I got the ground wire on after breaking the first screw. You can show them the screw I broke. I drilled a bigger hole and put the supplied screw in, and then grounded it here. So I'm gonna back the truck up to the trailer, connect the harness, and see if it works. Alright, so connect this here, like so.
Get the bricks out of the way.
I'm gonna first I'll turn the lights on. Alright guys, so lights aren't working, and you can see I'm not in any work clothes and I'm dressed up. I have to go somewhere, but I think this will have to wait for another day, possibly tomorrow morning. Plus it's freezing out here. But I think the problem is the lights aren't turning on. This connector looks terrible on the inside. It's corroded. I hit it with some PB Blaster. Didn't seem to help, so what I'm going to do is I might splice on this connector that came with the kit, hoping I don't have to do that. What I think I will do is let me pick this up. I think what I will do is come back here and put a line tester on there and have somebody turn the lights on and see if I'm getting voltage back there, and just sort of troubleshoot it from there. So not going to be a big deal probably, but it's just going to take some time. So yeah, I will do that and I will check back in. Alright, hey guys, so as you can see, we're not in front of the trailer right now, and I cannot get the lights to work. I have voltage going into my harness, but back at the actual light bulbs there's no voltage with my tester. So I think it's something to do with the ground. I probably can't get a good ground because the chassis and the trailer is so rusted, but I'm not sure, and it's snowing here now, so I had to put this project on hold. But if anybody here, anybody watching this video, if you have any tips or any answers or clues or suggestions, please comment. It'd be greatly appreciated. And also, if you can like, comment, and subscribe, and if you didn't like the video, just dislike it. That would be helpful too. So hopefully we'll post another video once we get everything working, and it'll be our part 2. All right, thanks guys.